What up, you guys? Happy Tuesday. So, I got a request from one of our teammates to do a video on how to overcome the guilt after narcissistic abuse. Guilt, by guilt, we mean, how did I let this happen to me? How did I let this person into my life? How do I deal with the fact that this happened because I chose this relationship? Well, number one, please let that go. Drop that out the window all the way from the Eiffel Tower. Okay, let it hit the ground that hard, because you can't change what you already let happen, and you can't change what already happened that you didn't plan to happen. Okay, the thing is, it happened. All right, that's just number one. Hardcore, balls to the wall. That happened. And is it unfortunate? Hell yes, it is. But guess what? You can't just take guilt on solo dolo like that, because no one in their right mind, and I'm assuming everyone on this channel is in their right mind, hopefully to some degree, whatever's left of it, right? Did not wake up one morning and go, you know what I would like to do? I would like to meet a piece of total absolute fuckery and shit. And I hope that they come in and manipulate the shit out of me, ruin my life, my finances, my mental health, and my physical health. And maybe they can tap into a little bit of that spiritual health too. Who the fuck does that? You didn't do it, and neither did I. So forgive yourself. Because guess what? The difference between you and that narcissist is at least you're here on this channel, which is a sign you're trying to change. You're making strides, right? Are they doing that? No. They're balls deep somewhere in another disease-infested, encrusted booty hole, catching something new like a Pokemon. Only it ain't Pikachu, baby. It's Boo Boo Chew. It's Herpes Chew. It's AIDS Chew. Okay? It's Syphilis Chew. Okay? It's gonorrhea herpalachu. Okay? Yeah. Gotta catch them all. And they doing it, boo butt. With one ball, right? That one ball. Do not. Do the fuck ass not. Stop. Because I had to stop it. I have to stop it actually. Here, I'll admit this to you right now. I have to stop it every single day. Every single hour. Every single minute, every single second, down to the millisecond. I have to intentionally always have in my mind, stop with the guilt shit on yourself. Stop blaming yourself. Like, you can blame some of it on you, but I mean, come on, really? Didn't nobody go out there and be like, I'm about to go out and battle demons. I got my nails done to battle demons. Nobody did that. Okay? So it's not your fault that you went out lovingly about your business and bumped into someone that was assigned to take you out of here. This is spiritual. So you, unlike other people, were never in a normal relationship. This, from Jump Street, was always a spiritual battle. It was someone sent straight out of hell to come and take your ass out of here. Why? Because you were nice, you were pretty, or handsome, you were going somewhere, or have already been somewhere special and wanted to keep going and elevating, and maybe you were on to something. The devil can't have you on to something. It's not your fault, baby. It's not your fault. It's just a lesson. It's a lesson. It's a lesson. It's just a lesson on not being so green, as they call it, as old folks call it. You're a little too green, right? It's a lesson in not being so gullible. It's a lesson in not being so trusting. It's a hard lesson, right? And not looking at the outward appearance sometimes and thinking that the insides match the outside, right? It's a lesson in not trying to be Captain Save-A-Ho or a bro. It's just a lesson in self-love and learning how to do that. It's a lesson. It's a lesson in how to learn how to retrust after that, and how to remake friends after that, and how to get into healthy relationships after that, and how to maybe get a different job after that, and how to live different. So here's a story for you. So hopefully you can't relate to my story, I hope, but hopefully it helps you not feel so bad. I battle on a daily basis, but not no more about this particular story, but I used to. And sometimes I get into the, like, as a mother, I had to battle feeling bad and guilty that I let a monster into our home. Okay? I let a monster enter our home, and in my particular case, it resulted in my son when he was 10 years old. He's 13 now, but when he was 10, he went missing for 17 hours. Everything that led up to him being missing really all involved the narcissist, right? And my son, when he saw an open door, he was like, and not an open door literally in the home, he saw an open door out in the street, and he was like, you know what, I'm going to take it, because whatever is out in the street is better than living with that narcissist. And so my son bounced. The only reason I found him is because he came to school to eat in the morning. If that's not a wake-up call, I don't know what it is. I've never shared this with anybody, but I love you guys, and I told you I would be transparent. So we here. So come here. All the way here, okay? I've never shared this with anybody. The only reason anyone in my neighborhood knows about it is because I'm about to share with you something that the whole neighborhood knows about. And when I show it to you, you're going to see the only reason the whole neighborhood knows about it. This is the original flyer from when my son went missing. Okay? This was on every tree, every fucking 7-Eleven, every schoolyard, every apartment building. I had to work with homicide. See? That's my baby. We look like. I don't want to cry, so I'm going to put that down. I had my son go missing because of the narc. Okay? So if you want to talk guilt, I know what you feel like, baby. Please don't feel guilty. When I went to therapy, she told me to do something that, excuse me, I got a little teary-eyed, but who can't when they think about that? I keep this flyer in my Bible to just remind me of the goodness of God, because had it not been for the goodness of God, I could have ended up with him being dead, molested, trafficked, whatever the fuck. I got my child back in one piece. You can't tell me God ain't real. You can't tell me. So, please, you guys, when my therapist, she said to do mirror work, right? I don't believe in mirror work because it feels like witchcraft, excuse me, to me, because I don't like gazing in mirrors and like saying things to yourself. But I tried one time just so that I was like a legitimate active participant in therapy. I didn't want to lie to her and say I'll do it and like didn't do it. So she was like, look in the mirror and apologize to yourself for letting you down, and promise yourself that you will never let this happen again, and forgive yourself and give yourself a hug. And I did it, and I cried when I did it. And I never had to have it, I had to look at myself and be like, bitch, let's not have to have this conversation again, bitch. Right? And we never did. And since then, I've been totally on it. And some nights get me. Some nights, you guys probably think I just come on here and I might tell a couple jokes, or might be funny sometimes, but I'm just like you. I struggle daily, all day, even in my fucking dreams. I wake up a bunch of times a night. Some nights I sleep, but some nights are just fucking iffy because I have CPTSD. You know what I mean? Where like my thoughts might be like, oh, You fucking let this shit happen to your kid. Oh, you could have been a better parent here. Oh, you could have been a better such and such there. Oh, why'd you let this happen to yourself there? You think those demons don't torment me sometimes? I have to pray constantly to make sure I stay on board. And when that shit happens, I pray. I bust that shit the fuck out. That's like prayer's like a flashlight. Click. Like a high beam on a car. Boop. I see you, dumb bitch. I see you, right? It reminds me of this movie. And now I never watched this whole movie. I still have yet to watch it. But it was called Angel Heart. It had a young Mickey Rourke in it. And it had Lisa Bonet, a young Lisa Bonet. But there was a scene. You should look it up if you ever want to just look it up. Not the movie itself, but look up I Know Who I Am, Angel Heart. And that movie will pop up in the scene I Know Who I Am. That's how I felt, where the devil was trying to convince him that he was some trash, right? And he was like, I know who I am. You know, he kept saying, I know who I am. Because you got to know who you are. And you got to put that shit in your heart on repeat. And you got to make sure you touch base with that man upstairs on repeat. I don't care if you wake up at 3, talk to him at 3. You wake up again at 4, talk to him again at 4. Hey, God, it's still, hey, I'm back up again at 5. Shit, talk to him at 5. And if he's still tired and it's time to take the kids to school, like in my case, and it already hit 7 and you kind of barely got sleep, talk to him at 7. Talk to him when you go home from school. Talk to him while you pour your coffee. That's what I do. That's what I do. So please, babies, don't let guilt eat you up. That is what the devil set out. That the devil sent that person to you to destroy you so that you never get out of that. He sent the person to destroy you to put you in guilt and then keep you in guilt. Why are you guilty because you try to love somebody and they turn out to be a whole ass demon? Who the fuck runs into that in their lifetime? Not everybody. But you did. Okay? You did. You are lovable. You are awesome. You are that bitch. You are the shit. You that dude. You that guy. You awesome. Whoever you are, bro. Don't sit there and take on accountability for that piece of trash that you just try to love. And for the areas, like in my case, turn that frown upside down, because things that could have cursed you turn out to be a blessing. My son is in the room right now playing goddamn video games, bitch. Could have went the other way, Lord, but it didn't. Now, I love you guys, and I hope that helped you out. I put on makeup just to fuck around with y'all tonight, because one of our little babies out here said they miss me when I'm not there. And guess what? I love you, and I miss you too. Thank you for inspiring me to make this video, Cotton Candy, baby, sweetheart. All right. Love you.